Archangel Michael says, God is begging you. You are chosen to see this rare miracle on tonight. Don't tell this to anyone, it's only for you. It will happen in 11 minutes, please listen this completely. My beloved, come closer now. Lay aside your worries, your doubts, your fears, and let your soul open to this moment that heaven has shaped with great care just for you. This is not by chance. Nothing in God's divine plan ever is. You are here, right now, reading this, because something eternal has reached into your heart and called your name. This is not a whisper in the wind. This is a call from the throne of grace, a whisper from eternity itself, asking you to pause and remember who you are. Like this video and subscribe to this channel if you believe God is guiding you. You are not forgotten, you are not invisible. You are not just passing through life, unnoticed and unheard. You are chosen. Not chosen in the way the world chooses, with praise and applause and loud voices. You are chosen in the stillness of God's heart, in the depth of His knowing, in the gentleness of His perfect love. Before the stars were set in the sky, before the first light rose upon the earth, He already saw you. He already loved you. He already chose you for something sacred. Type 777 if you walk by faith. On tonight, something will happen that words cannot fully describe. It is not a loud display meant for the world's stage. It is quiet. It is personal. It is tender. It is a miracle crafted not with fire and thunder, but with mercy, with peace, and with the touch of Jesus on your heart. It is not for everyone. It is for you. Just you. Because the God who made the oceans and skies and every living thing has also made this moment for your soul alone. He has whispered your name through the wings of His angels, and I, Michael, come to bring it to you. Let your heart believe again, even if the world has made you weary. Let your spirit breathe again, even if it has been carrying too much. Lay down the weight you were never meant to hold, and hear this: you are not broken beyond repair. You are not too far gone. You are not too late. The Lord has been walking beside you through every dark valley and every stormy night, waiting for you to turn and see that He never left. And now, in His kindness, He reaches out to give you what your heart has quietly longed for. What if everything you've been chasing, wealth, freedom, success, could be drawn to you automatically, simply by unlocking a secret brain wave hidden inside you? Once classified by intelligence agencies, this discovery is now available to the public, and it's changing lives instantly. Picture yourself debt-free, stress-free, and thriving. The window is open, but not forever, and every second you wait is wealth slipping from your hands, so grasp it now. Click the link in video description and comments below to awaken this money magnet frequency and watch abundance flow into your life today. There is no need to tell anyone about this. Not because it must be hidden, but because it is sacred. Some things are too holy for noise. Some blessings are meant to be held in silence, like a sunrise seen through tears, or the soft whisper of a child saying, "I love you," in the dark. This miracle is yours. It will come gently, and when it does, your soul will recognize it. You won't need to ask, "Is this it?" You will know. Your spirit will feel it like a warm wind that carries the scent of home, and you will cry not from sadness, but from a relief too deep for words. Type 666 if you believe in God's grace. In these coming days, keep close to God. Let Him find you in your quiet moments. Speak to Him not in perfect words, but in truth. He does not need eloquence, only honesty. He does not look for strength, only surrender. And He is not watching your performance, He is holding your pain. You are not alone in your waiting. You are not forgotten in your prayers. He hears the ones you whisper through tears and the ones you don't even have words for. He has gathered them all in the palms of His hands, and He has held them close to His heart. Do not fear what you do not understand. Do not run from what feels too beautiful to believe. This is the kind of miracle that cannot be explained, only received. It is not about what you have done, but about who He is. And He is love. Endless, pure, healing, forgiving, unshakable love. It will come not to impress your mind, but to heal your soul. And once it comes, you will never be the same. There is something stirring in the heavens for you. Even now, as you breathe and read these words, angels are moving, preparing, watching over you. You may not see them, but they are near. I am near. And above all, God is near. Not as a distant ruler looking down, but as a tender father leaning close. He wants you to know that you are safe in His hands. The world may be loud, cruel, and confusing, but He is not. He is steady, gentle, and patient. His arms are always open, and His heart is always for you. Take this to heart, and treasure it. Let it soften the hard places inside you, the ones that have been bruised by life. Let it be the balm for your hidden wounds, the answer to the ache you thought would never leave. Something sacred is coming. You were made for this. You are chosen, not by chance, but by divine love that has waited your whole life for this very moment. And when it comes, in just 2 quiet minutes, your heart will know, God was never far. He was only waiting for you to see. There is a holy stillness that covers the earth when God prepares something sacred, something no one else can see, something meant only for the heart He has chosen. You may not fully understand why you have been chosen, but heaven does not make mistakes. The Father knows your silent battles, your long nights, and the deep places within you where you've wept without sound. Every tear you've ever cried has been held in the hands of the One who made you, and now, His voice is coming to find you in your wilderness. Stay until the end, for this message was chosen to remind you that you are not alone. You may feel like you've wandered too far, that your faith has been too broken, that your prayers have been too weak or too late. But grace has no clock, and mercy has no distance. The miracle is not waiting for you to be perfect. It is waiting for you to be willing. It does not come because you have earned it. It comes because God wants you to remember how deeply you are loved. No matter what you've done or how long you've carried the weight of shame or sorrow, the Lord is not finished with you. He is just beginning something new, something holy, something eternal. This miracle on tonight will not arrive like a lightning bolt or a roar from the heavens. It will come softly, like the sound of Jesus whispering peace over your fears. It will be gentle, like the arms of a loving father wrapping around a child who has come home after a long journey. And in those quiet 2 minutes, you will feel something inside you shift. Not just emotionally, but spiritually. Something will settle. Something will awaken. Something will begin to heal. Type 1919 to embrace healing. You must understand, this is not a miracle for display. It is not meant to be shared on the lips of others or spread like news. This is between you and the one who sees you in secret, the one who knows your name even when you feel nameless. Keep it close. Let it live in the still places of your soul, like a flame that burns quietly through the cold. You don't have to prove it. You don't have to defend it. This is not for approval. It is for your restoration. It is God saying, I see you. I choose you. I love you. You are not lost in the crowd. The world may overlook you, people may forget you, but heaven never has. You are the one the shepherd left the 99 to find. You are the one who was worth the journey, the pain, the cross. Jesus did not hesitate when it came to loving you. He gave everything. Not because you were perfect, but because you are precious. That's the kind of love we're talking about. Not temporary affection, not shallow approval, but deep, eternal, never-ending love. Love that holds you when you fall. Love that carries you when you're too weak to walk. Love that still calls you home even when you've wandered far away. What if the fastest path to wealth was already inside your mind, waiting to be activated by a powerful sound wave? Scientists call it the money-attracting frequency, and once awakened, it begins drawing opportunities, success, and financial freedom like never before. Imagine the relief of no more bills and the joy of living your dreams. This is more than an offer, it is a divine turning point. Your destiny is waiting, but only if you choose to move now. Click the link in the video description and comments below to turn on this ancient brain wave today. In the quiet of your heart, let this settle like soft rain. Let it wash away the lies you've believed about yourself. Let it cleanse the dust of failure, the ashes of grief, and the silence of unanswered prayers. This is your moment to be still and let God's love do what it was always meant to do: heal you, hold you, and restore what the world tried to break. You are seen. You are remembered. You are not here by accident. There is something sacred unfolding even now. As you continue through your days, listen closely to the small whispers in your spirit. Those nudges to rest. Those moments when the light feels warmer. The tears that come for no reason. They are signs. The miracle is coming. And it's not a miracle that changes your circumstances alone. It's one that changes your heart. So keep your hands open. Keep your heart soft. Keep your spirit ready. The time is drawing near. In 2 quiet minutes, the very hand of God will touch your life in a way that will mark you forever. And when it happens, don't be afraid. Don't resist. Just receive. Because when heaven chooses to draw near like this, it is not to demand anything from you. It is only to give you more of Him. There are moments in life when everything stands still, not in the world around you, but in the quiet space within. It is in those moments that God speaks the loudest, not with thunder, not with signs in the sky, but with a stillness that reaches deeper than words. And if you feel like you've been waiting for something, anything, to shift, to breathe again, to finally feel like you're not forgotten, then this is the moment heaven has carved from eternity just for you. God sees the weight you carry. He knows how long you've walked with silent tears pressed into your pillow, how many times you've looked up to the sky wondering if anyone hears you. He knows the ache behind your smile, the fear behind your silence, and the hope you've been trying so hard to keep alive. That is why you've been chosen. Not because you've done everything right. Not because you've never fallen. But because He sees your heart, your real, honest, tired, beautiful heart, and He wants you to know it has always mattered to Him. Type 222 if you know God is with you. The miracle He is preparing is not about fixing everything at once. It is not about making life perfect. It is about meeting you in the middle of your brokenness and breathing life into the places that feel dried out and forgotten. God doesn't ask you to understand. He asks you to rest in Him. And when the 28th comes, in those sacred 2 minutes, something will awaken inside you. It won't be loud or dramatic. It will be quiet, but you will feel it like a soft breeze brushing through your soul, reminding you that you are never alone. You may be wondering why it has to be kept in silence. Why this miracle is not meant to be shared, why it is only for you. But there is something holy about the sacred things God gives us in private. When He chooses to move in your life in a way no one else sees, it is because He wants you to know, beyond any doubt, that this is personal. It's not about being seen by others. It's about being known by Him. It's not meant to be proven to the world. It's meant to be held like a treasure between your heart and heaven. Let go of the need to explain it, to understand it, to control it. That's not your task. Your task is to receive. Just be present. Let your soul be like open hands, gently catching what God is pouring out. It may come as a sudden peace, a deep breath you didn't know you needed, a moment where everything feels still and whole again. Or it may be a whisper that comes into your spirit, assuring you that you are loved in a way nothing else in the world could offer. However it comes, it will be exactly what your heart has been aching for. You don't need to chase signs or try to earn this gift. You don't need to perform or strive. You are not being asked to impress God. He is not watching to see if you do everything right. He is looking at your heart, with a love that has never wavered, not even for a second. You have always been seen. You have always been enough. And this miracle is proof that the love of God is not a distant thing. It is here. It is now. It is yours. Take these coming days to slow down. Let yourself notice the quiet things, the warmth of sunlight on your skin, the way your breath softens when you are still, the moments when your heart aches but also feels strangely comforted. These are the moments when God is near. And in that nearness, He is preparing your spirit for something sacred. Don't rush past it. Don't try to make it bigger than it is. It is already more than enough, because it is made of love. There is healing coming, not only for your body or your mind, but for the parts of your soul that forgot how to believe. There is a gentle light being lit inside you again. A flame that will not flicker out, no matter how strong the wind gets. You don't have to be strong right now. You don't have to pretend. You are allowed to lean. You are allowed to weep. You are allowed to simply rest in the arms of the one who never left your side. Type 1515 to receive peace in your soul. The world may often seem loud and restless, filled with rushing days and heavy moments that feel like they press down on your spirit, but the kingdom of God moves differently. It moves with grace, with patience, and with gentle purpose. And right now, all of heaven is turning its gaze toward you, not to overwhelm you, not to make demands, but simply to tell you something beautiful is about to happen that your heart has needed for a long time. You might not see yourself as someone special. Maybe you've convinced yourself that you're just getting by, just one more person among many, trying to survive, trying to heal, trying to hope. But in the eyes of God, you have always been more than enough. Not because of anything you've done or haven't done, but because of who He is and who He created you to be. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are held, seen, and chosen. That truth is not based on your circumstances or your past. It is rooted in something unshakable, the eternal love of the Father. As the 28th draws near, let your heart become soft again. Let it breathe. Let it hope in quiet ways. You don't need to figure everything out. You don't need to fix all the broken pieces before this miracle comes. God is not waiting on your perfection. He is stepping into your imperfection with arms full of mercy and eyes full of compassion. What's coming is not punishment. It's not judgment. It's a gentle reminder that you are still His, and He has not changed His mind about you. These next few days may feel ordinary on the outside, but inside your spirit, something is being prepared. Heaven does not rush, and it does not delay. Every moment leading to this has been woven with care, like a soft thread gently guiding your heart to a quiet place where it can finally receive. You may feel tired. You may feel uncertain. You may wonder if this miracle is truly for you. But listen closely now, it is. Without question, without condition. You have not missed your moment. You are standing right in the center of it. What if 7 minutes could rewrite your financial future forever? This hidden frequency, backed by neuroscience, flips the brain's natural wealth switch, unleashing unstoppable prosperity. People are calling it the money magnet sound, and it's already transforming lives. But hesitation means missing out while others move ahead. This is your moment to act. Click the link in the video description and comments below to awaken the wealth inside you today before the chance slips away. This is not a miracle to announce or share with others. It is sacred. It is private. It is holy ground meant for just you and God. Some things are meant to be whispered into your soul, not shouted from rooftops. When the Lord gives something so tender, so personal, it's because He wants your heart to know without a shadow of doubt that this gift came from Him alone. No one else will feel what you will feel in that moment. No one else will carry the peace you will carry afterward. This is your promise. This is your portion. This is your miracle. You don't need to brace yourself or make yourself worthy of it. God's love is not earned, it is given. It flows freely, even into the lowest valleys, even into the darkest places. And in that small window of 2 quiet minutes, something from heaven will brush against your life and remind you of how close God really is. It might not make sense to the world. It doesn't have to. It was never meant to. It's not a show. It's a healing. A quiet resurrection of something you thought was lost inside you. Type 1616 if you surrender to God's will. Maybe you've spent years feeling like you're always falling short. Like you're always reaching but never quite arriving. But this miracle is not about what you've failed to do. It's about what God still longs to do within you. He wants to restore your wonder, your hope, your tenderness, your belief that beautiful things still happen in unexpected ways. And more than anything, He wants you to feel His love not just as an idea, but as something real, something felt deep in your chest, something that brings tears to your eyes not out of sadness, but out of sacred relief. Take these words and keep them close, not as a promise made by people, but as a message sent directly from the heart of heaven. Let it hold you when the nights feel long. Let it steady you when the days feel uncertain. You don't have to understand every detail. You don't have to have a plan. You only need to stay open, soft, willing. The miracle is already written into time. It's already been spoken into being. All that remains is for your heart to be ready to receive it. In the quiet corners of your heart where words fall short and only silence remains, there lives a longing, a deep, wordless cry that reaches far beyond the noise of this world. That cry has not been ignored. It has not been forgotten. It has been heard by the one who formed you in perfect love. And now, He is sending a miracle into your life not to change the world around you, but to restore the sacred world within you, where your faith still flickers like a tiny flame waiting for breath. The days ahead may seem like any other. People around you will go on as usual, not knowing that something divine is approaching your soul with quiet steps. That is because this miracle is not for them. It is not for many. It is for you, only you, and it carries the signature of heaven written across it in love that cannot be earned and cannot be lost. You were chosen, not as a result of performance or perfection, but because your heart still carries a soft place that longs for God, even if you've buried it beneath years of pain, regret, or weariness. Type Amen if you believe in God's love, and share this inspiring video with 5 friends to open the way for blessings and miracles. You may wonder, why now? Why this moment? But miracles do not follow clocks. They are born from the heart of God when He sees a soul ready to receive. You may not feel ready. You may not feel holy. But God looks beyond what you feel and sees the truth of who you are, His beloved, His creation, His child. And this miracle is not meant to impress you, it's meant to heal you. It's not meant to make life easier, it's meant to make your heart whole. When the 28th arrives, don't expect something loud or dramatic. Expect something better. Expect a holy hush that enters your spirit like sunlight through an old window, warm and unexpected. Expect a moment that passes through your body like peace, touching places inside you that you didn't even know were still aching. In just 2 minutes, the air around you will feel different. You may cry without knowing why. You may smile through tears. You may fall silent as if the world has paused and only your heartbeat and God remain. Type 2020 to claim joy and strength. That is what heaven is preparing, a moment that belongs only to you and the Father who has never stopped loving you. You do not need to tell anyone about it, not because it is shameful, but because it is holy. Some things lose their power when spoken aloud to those who were never meant to carry them. This miracle is a seed planted in your soul, meant to bloom in the hidden places where only God walks with you. Take time in these next days to be gentle with yourself. Be still when you can. Breathe deeply. Let go of the noise. Let the worries wait. Let the world keep spinning while you rest in this secret promise: something beautiful is on its way. You don't have to chase it. You don't have to search for it. It will come to you because it was sent for you. You might be feeling tired of holding on. You might be close to giving up. But listen closely, this miracle is not just a gift. It's a rescue. It's a whisper from Jesus that says, "I'm still here. I've never left you. I've come to lift what you can no longer carry." And when it arrives, let it in. Don't question it. Don't try to understand it. Just receive it. Let it settle into your soul like rest after a long journey. You are not forgotten. You are not beyond reach. You are not the mistakes you've made or the pain you've carried. You are the reason Jesus came, the reason He still knocks at the door of your heart every single day, waiting patiently for you to open and let Him in, not with fear, but with trust. This miracle is not about changing who you are. It's about reminding you of who you've always been: loved, held, chosen. There is something sacred in being chosen quietly, in being seen not by the world but by the Creator who shaped the skies and still finds beauty in your trembling heart. You may feel unsure of what's coming, unsure of how to hold something so holy, but you don't need to know the details. You only need to know that this moment is written in love, with tenderness that flows from the very heart of God, and that He has not asked for anything in return except your willingness to let Him in. For too long, you've been walking through life carrying things you were never meant to bear. The world has told you to be strong, to keep going, to pretend you're fine, but God is not asking for performance. He is asking for surrender. He is not asking you to fight harder, but to rest in Him. The miracle He has prepared is not about proving yourself. It's about finally letting yourself be loved in the way you were always meant to be loved, fully, freely, gently, and without fear. You may have been told that blessings come to those who are perfect, that miracles belong to the holy and the strong, but that is not the heart of your Father. He comes to the broken-hearted. He draws near to the weary. And He chooses the quiet ones who have suffered in silence, hoping for just one sign that they are not alone. That sign is coming, not in thunder, not in the praise of men, but in a 2-minute hush where heaven will meet your soul in a way no one else will understand, and that is exactly the way it was meant to be. Keep this miracle in your heart like a candle hidden from the wind. You don't need to explain it to anyone. This is your moment, your gift, your healing. There is nothing prideful about keeping it private. It is a sacred act of trust between you and the One who sees everything. The miracle is not meant to be a story shared with many. It is a moment of intimacy between your soul and the God who never turned away, not even once, through all your pain and wandering. Type 111 if you believe miracles are near. As you walk toward the 28th, try to create room in your heart for stillness. Not just silence, but that deep stillness where God's voice is clearest. Let the worries fade when you can. Let yourself be a little softer. The miracle does not require you to be ready in any way the world defines readiness. You don't need to clean yourself up, prove your worth, or pretend to be more faithful than you are. God already sees your heart exactly as it is, and He still chooses to give you something so beautiful that your soul will never forget it. What if 7 minutes of sound could end years of financial struggle and replace it with freedom, prosperity, and peace? This ancient frequency, once locked away in secret government research, is now changing lives everywhere. Imagine bills erased, doors opening, and sudden windfalls flowing into your hands. But every delay is wealth lost forever. Click the link in the video description and comments below to switch on your money wave, and claim abundance today. It may come through a single moment of peace so strong it makes you cry, or through a feeling so familiar yet so holy it leaves you breathless. Whatever form it takes, trust it. Welcome it. Let it wrap around you like a warm blanket at the end of a long winter. You don't need to know how it works. You only need to allow it to happen. This is not a promise from man. It's not a hope based on chance. It is a divine appointment written in grace, carved from love, and sealed by a God who keeps His word. And even if your days have felt heavy, even if you've made mistakes that still haunt you, even if you're struggling to believe in anything at all, still, this miracle comes. Not because of your strength, but because of His mercy. Not because of your goodness, but because of His heart. You have not missed your chance. You have not been overlooked. Heaven's timing is perfect, and you were always part of that plan, even when you couldn't see it. You don't have to feel ready. You only have to be open. When those 2 minutes arrive, let your heart open like a door you've been afraid to unlock. Let the light come in. Let the warmth wash over you. Don't rush it. Don't question it. Just let yourself be loved. Let yourself be healed. Let yourself be chosen, again and again, by the God who never once gave up on you. And when it passes, those quiet, holy minutes, hold on to the peace it brings. Let it settle into your spirit. Let it guide you through whatever comes next. Because once heaven touches your heart like this, nothing will ever be the same again. And that, beloved, is the beginning of something new, something sacred, something entirely yours. There is something unspoken that lives deep in your spirit, a longing not just for peace, but for a touch from God that makes everything else quiet. You may not know how to describe it, but you've felt it your whole life, in moments when your heart ached for something more, in the stillness between your thoughts, and in the tears you've wiped away when no one else was watching. That longing, that quiet ache, is not a weakness. It is a sign that your soul still remembers heaven. And heaven remembers you. God has never forgotten the child He made in love. He has not looked away during your pain. He has never turned His face when life broke your heart. He was there when you smiled through fear. He was there when you couldn't sleep, staring at the ceiling wondering what tomorrow would bring. He was there when your faith trembled and your hope barely survived the night. And now, He is coming closer, not with judgment, but with something you've needed more than anything else: comfort. Type Amen to trust God's plan for your life. This miracle you've been chosen to receive is not an accident. It is not random. It was set in motion by the Father long before you even knew to ask for it. On tonight, in 2 quiet minutes, God will do something for you that no one else could ever do. It will be gentle, not loud. It will be sacred, not public. And it will reach into a place in you that has been waiting to feel whole again. You don't need to announce this to the world. It was never meant for that. Some of God's most beautiful gifts are not shared out loud, but held silently in the heart. This moment is meant to stay between you and Him, because it's more than a miracle. It's a conversation, a promise, a reminder that He has never stopped being your Father, and you have never stopped being His child. Maybe you've been walking through life doing your best to hold it all together, feeling like the weight is slowly wearing you down. Or maybe you've been going through the motions, smiling when you need to, pretending to be okay because it's easier than explaining how deeply tired you really are. But the Lord knows. He sees beneath the surface, beyond the words, deeper than your silence. And it's that place, the hidden part of your heart, that He's coming to visit. You don't have to prepare anything. You don't need the right words. This isn't about performance. It's about presence. God simply wants you to be present in those 2 minutes. Still. Honest. Open. That's all. When He moves, you'll feel it. You'll know. Not because the room changes, but because you will. Something inside you will settle. Something will come back to life. Something you thought you had lost will return, not in noise, not in signs, but in love so real you will feel it wrap around your soul like a soft embrace. Don't be afraid of this moment. Don't run from it. Let it come. Let it soften you. Let it hold you. The world may not understand, and that's okay. This isn't about the world. It's about you and the Father who knit you together in love and has carried you through every storm, even the ones you thought you faced alone. This is not the end of your story. It's not even the middle. It's the beginning of something new, something so quietly holy it can only be felt, not explained. He is coming to meet you in your need, not to demand anything, but to give everything: peace, hope, healing, and the steady reassurance that no matter how far you've wandered, you've never been beyond the reach of His love. This is what the miracle is. It's not lightning. It's not fire. It's the voice of God, soft and sure, calling you back to who you've always been, His. So let the days pass gently. Let your heart be still. Don't search for signs. The miracle will come as promised, not because you forced it, but because it was always meant for you. When it arrives, you'll feel it in the quiet, in the stillness, in the deep sense that something holy has passed through you, leaving you forever changed. There are times in life when everything feels too heavy, when you wake up carrying a weight you don't remember picking up, and your soul feels stretched thin by the quiet ache of just trying to keep going. You may smile for others, show up when it's hard, do what's expected, but deep inside, there's a quiet place in your spirit that still hopes for more. Not more success. Not more approval. Just more peace, more love, more of something real. That hope, no matter how quiet, has reached heaven. And God has answered it in the way only He can. Type 3030 if you believe Jesus lives in your heart. This miracle is not a rescue from the world, but a return to who you truly are in the eyes of your Creator. It is not a spotlight. It is not a reward. It is a sacred gift, personal, private, and full of healing. It will come in the smallest way, like light breaking through the clouds, but its impact will run deep, shifting something inside you that you may have thought was beyond repair. That's what makes it a miracle. Not its size, but its depth. The truth is simple: you were created for abundance, yet a dormant brain signal has been holding you back. Scientists call it the money-attracting frequency, and once awakened, it pulls wealth into your life like never before. Others who pressed play once are already transformed, living the life they dreamed of. Do not hesitate or let regret steal this chance. Click the link in the video description and comments below to unlock your prosperity now. You have been chosen not because you were louder, stronger, or more worthy than others. You have been chosen because God knows your heart and loves it exactly as it is. Even in its mess, even in its doubt, even in its weakness. He knows the parts of you that you try to hide, and He still says, "This one is mine." And so He sends this miracle, not to change your image, but to remind you of your identity. These next few days may pass quietly. Nothing might seem different on the outside. But don't let appearances deceive you. Inside, something is unfolding. You are being prepared for a moment that will wrap around your soul like a warm covering after a long, cold night. God is drawing near in a way that no one else will see. And that is why this miracle isn't to be spoken about. It's not meant for others to understand. It's not even meant to be described. It's meant to be received, treasured, and held close. There is no need to strive. There is no need to rush. This miracle does not come as a result of your effort. It arrives because God loves you, purely and endlessly. You are not required to earn this. You are simply asked to receive it. Just be open. That's all. Be still. Be soft. Let your walls fall, just for a moment, and allow His love to reach the places you thought had gone too dark or too far. On the 28th, when those 2 minutes arrive, there will be no trumpet, no grand announcement. But your spirit will know. Something inside you will pause and recognize that heaven has come close. You may feel a deep stillness settle over you, or a sudden warmth, or an overwhelming calm that makes your chest feel lighter than it has in years. It may come as tears, as laughter, or as a silent knowing that you are finally safe in a way you haven't felt in a very long time. And after it happens, everything may still look the same, but you will not be the same. Something sacred will have shifted. Something that only you and God will understand. That's why it must remain yours alone. Not because it's meant to be hidden in shame, but because it is too holy for noise, too personal to share, too beautiful to be spoken in rushed words. It is meant to live inside your heart, like a secret garden between you and your Father. Let this promise steady you in the days to come. Let it be the quiet anchor beneath your daily life. When the world feels too much, come back to this truth: you are chosen, you are seen, and something holy is coming for you. Not to change your world, but to change the way your heart carries it. There is something beautiful about how God works. He moves in ways that do not follow human patterns. He does not seek permission from the world before He blesses you. He does not wait for others to agree that you are worthy. His love does not depend on your accomplishments or how strong your faith has been. He comes simply because He chooses you. And now, He is preparing to do something only heaven could design, something quiet, deeply personal, and entirely for your heart. Type "I believe" if you believe miracles are on the way. You may feel unworthy. You may even question if you've imagined this promise. But let me tell you again, with complete tenderness, you haven't imagined it. You are not wrong to feel this gentle pull in your soul. That is the Spirit moving within you, preparing the soil of your heart for something sacred to be planted there. This isn't about chance. This is God, writing a moment into your story that only you were meant to receive. And because of its holiness, it is not meant to be spoken of. There are times when silence is not hiding, it is honoring. This miracle is meant to be held in stillness, protected like something delicate and precious. Sharing it would lessen its weight, not because others wouldn't care, but because it would pull this sacred moment out of the intimacy God intends it to have. Some miracles are only meant for the eyes of the soul and the quiet of the heart. This is one of those miracles. The world may tell you that nothing changes in 2 minutes. But heaven disagrees. In the hands of God, 2 minutes is enough to light a fire that never goes out. 2 minutes is enough to mend what years of pain tried to break. 2 minutes is enough to awaken a part of you that has been sleeping under layers of exhaustion, grief, fear, and shame. And this miracle will not come through force. It will come like a soft hand brushing away your tears, like a whisper from Jesus that says, "I am still here. I always was." These next few days, take gentle care of your soul. Make space for quiet. You do not need to do anything grand. You do not need to strive or prove that you are ready. The miracle is not a test. It is not a reward. It is an act of pure love. It is an offering from your Father to your wounded spirit. And your only task is to receive it, not with fear, but with a soft and open heart. The pain you've carried, the questions that have gone unanswered, the waiting that has stretched your soul thin, all of it has been seen. Not a moment has been missed by the one who walks with you even when you feel completely alone. And now, in this miracle, He is bringing something more powerful than answers. He is bringing comfort. Not a temporary feeling, but a lasting presence that will stay with you even after the miracle has passed. When the moment comes, your heart will know. You may not feel a sudden shift around you, but you will feel something inside you grow still, then warm, then strangely whole. You might weep. You might breathe deeper than you have in weeks. You might feel nothing at all except peace, and that, beloved, will be enough. That will be the sign. That will be the miracle. That will be the moment God pours Himself into your soul in a way that no human words could ever explain. This is between you and Him. It always has been. And when it happens, when those 2 minutes come and go, you will carry something with you that no one can take away. A kind of quiet knowing. A kind of sacred peace. A feeling that you've been found again, not lost, not forgotten, but seen and chosen and loved beyond measure. Let your heart rest in that truth. Let it carry you forward. Let it remind you, in every hard moment that follows, that God still reaches down in love, still chooses the quiet ones, still moves in unseen ways. And He has chosen you, not to impress the world, but to show you that His love has always been real, always been present, and always been yours. There is a gentle stirring that happens in the soul when something holy draws near. It does not announce itself with noise or spectacle. It does not demand your attention. Instead, it waits, patiently and lovingly, for your heart to soften enough to feel it. And now, that stirring is happening within you. It is not your imagination. It is not a fleeting feeling. It is heaven moving toward you, with a love that has been following you since the beginning, even when you didn't know it. Type 222 if you trust that God is with you always. You may look at your life and see pieces that feel unfinished, wounds that never fully healed, and prayers that seem to have gone unanswered. You may wonder why God would choose someone like you for a miracle that sounds too rare, too beautiful, too good to be true. But this is the very nature of His love. It reaches for the ones who feel forgotten. It chooses the quiet hearts. It falls gently on those who have suffered in silence and still found the strength to whisper, even if just once, "God, I hope you're still there." And He is. He always has been. This miracle is not about fixing your life. It is not about changing everything around you in a moment. It is about bringing peace to the deepest places of your heart where you've silently carried pain, fear, and the weight of questions too heavy for words. It is about touching the very center of your soul with the kind of love that reminds you who you really are, not what the world says, not what your past says, but what God has always known to be true. You are loved. You are chosen. You are seen. And this miracle is not being delayed. It is already set in motion, already written into your days, already approaching your life with gentleness and purpose. It will come without warning, and when it arrives, it will feel like peace you didn't expect, like light breaking through even though you forgot to hope for sunrise. It will not look the way miracles often do in stories. It will be quiet, personal, soft. But it will reach every corner of your spirit.